And coming up, we'll see the electric Kyler Murray.
Season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. A time for Mac Jones and his Patriot offense to take the field. Jones now in his second season since being selected 15th overall in 2021.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally. Kept the ball clean and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Not the best of starts here. We know they're on a 2-game skid. 3 and out. That's not what they had drawn up.
Not even close. And now what you're asking your defense to do is pick you up. And they've had to do that, I'm sure, during this losing streak. Hopefully you've got one of those confident defenses that says, we'll take care of that. Hopefully you'll get back on track soon.
Well, here comes Kyler Murray in his 4th NFL season leading this Cardinal offense. Already a 2-time Pro Bowler in his time with Arizona.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Play action. Now it's Murray. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Now Jones. It's brought in by Harris. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. On 3rd down, here's Harris. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And the former Arizona Wildcat Folk gets this one to go, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race now. This is into the weekend in the NFC. And what they do know is that they'll be playing at home come January, at least for one game, as they have locked up the NFC West.
And everyone wants that top spot, partner. We know that because that guarantees you home field advantage throughout the playoffs. But whether or not that's in the cards or not, you have to be impressed with how this team has played.
He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air. Prater for the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. Rookie play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. See if they can do better here on this drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run again with Harris. And he powers his way up past the 30. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Throwing Jones. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. On 1st and 10, Jones. He'll find Parker again, complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Harris running straight ahead, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris, taken down at the 30.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll try the right side with Harris. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Looking to throw. Jones. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Chase Young. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Back to throw. Jones. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have regained the lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Cardinals football, Marquise Brown back out now with the Arizona offense. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes coming your way, too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction. One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Here's Murray. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They fake the handoff, now Murray. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Murray on the move to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 14-10. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the play to polish it off was a touchdown run by Kyler Murray. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the 31, Jones over the middle, complete. It's Parker. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. Jones. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And defense, they're blitzing here. Jones looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parker. So we reach halftime here in Glendale. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room.
He's got a man, complete, and he will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 43 yards. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
Murray's throw into the hands of Fant, and he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged
and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw is Murray. Steps away. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. He'll buy some time right. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray with his second touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend. That seemed pretty ideal there.
Lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer, because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on, because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Complete. It's Henry. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. They hand this off to Harris. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
1st down, and they go back to Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Isaiah Simmons, boy, he can move all over the field, and he gets a tackle for loss there. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. The offense on 3rd down tonight. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a give. Running left is Harris. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And the former Arizona Wildcat Folk gets this one to go, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect down that play. They run successful.
And he is going to... It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing now is Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. And he finds McLaurin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Murray now on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Jones throw taken in by Bourne. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On the ground, it's Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20, 10, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 76 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. They'll run again with Harris. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They face a critical third and goal now in a 1-score game. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's to Aguilar. Touchdown, Patriots. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Patriots have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. They'll try and run it in. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. To throw is Murray, rolling to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Dietrich Wise Jr., he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Back to throw, Murray. He's got Claypool. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot.
Now Murray. Gets this to Fant. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray to throw. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fan. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On play action, it's Murray. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Murray to air it out again. Dancing to his left. That is taken in by the tight end Fan. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Prater for the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. So now Jones and the Patriots down 28-21, a little over 20 seconds to go. They've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Jones. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now every